Swoop bikes have been revealed for Star Wars Legion. Now, I'm assuming that this is one of the articles or one of the bits of information that we would have got had we have had the Ministeriganza, but we now have a bit more information about Swoop bikes. So let's have a look what we've got. So this is an image that Atomic Mass Games have teased on Twitter and Facebook and all that kind of thing. They've also posted a link to the shop, and these are the Swoop bikes. Now, personally, not being a massive Star Wars like buff, I don't really know what they're from. I think I saw Krabak talking about something like the Shadow thingy, and I googled it and it was some weird thing from the 90s for Star Wars. Like, you guys will know if you know, and if you don't know, then you're probably like me. But they look pretty damn sick. Like, let's face it, they actually look pretty cool. They are effectively speeder bikes for the mercenaries, and interestingly, we'll have a look at what factions in a moment. So for me, the website was not working before, but now it actually is, so that's good. Interestingly, it says they're in stock, which I'm not 100% sure what that means, because I'm pretty sure these are like a new reveal. I'd be very surprised if they're just getting released now, but maybe they are. They are a support unit, but we could pretty much have expected that. And then let's have a look at the back of the box. That doesn't sound very interesting, but it actually is in this case. So of course these are going to be compatible with your mercenary armies, like that's the whole point of them basically. But let's have a look what other two factions they are with. I did not mean to drag that, I didn't realize it was going to let me do that, but they are going to be available for the Rebels and the Republic, and obviously here it says mercenaries. And it doesn't sound like you're going to get anything like crazy with this. It's 2 plastic miniatures, the 2 that you see, 1 unit card, 11 assorted tokens, and 1 insert sheet. Like, nothing spectacular there. Now, I'm not just going to read it for you, but it does say commonly used for high-speed racing competitions. I didn't know that, but they've now found a home among many outlaw groups. Fair enough. So let's face it, I'm presuming, considering that they look like speeder bikes so much, that they are effectively going to be that kind of unit. They're obviously going to be fast because it's talking about high speed, so they're going to be speed 3, presumably with a compulsory move. But interestingly, when we have a look at this miniature, to me this looks like a melee weapon, and obviously he's got a little pistol, but maybe they're actually going to be better at like doing drive-by melee attacks or something like that. And maybe you're not going to be able to, well, you know, pin them down and they're just going to do a lot of damage and then get out of there. I mean, I don't know what those weapons are. Obviously, if you guys know, then you'll know. But yeah, to me, that's what that's indicating. If they've only got like a little pistol, then they're obviously not going to be doing like a lot of shooting. But then, do they really need to do shooting when they can probably like move in, attack you, and then move out? That'd be really fascinating to see. Like sweeping in your backlines. It's a swoop bike, you get it. Lols, I'm hilarious. Like, yeah, that'd be pretty fascinating if they are going to be sort of speeder bikes but with a more melee focus. Like, it sounds crazy, but it sort of makes sense as well. But yeah, I think the biggest surprise to me here, and it's not really a surprise because I don't really know anything about them, is the fact that it's mercenary, rebels, and republic. That's a pretty interesting mix. It's like, weirdly, it's like mercenaries who you were sort of, in my head, they're sort of like morally vague or morally like grey or whatever, and then the republic and the rebels just are sort of like good guys. So it's a little bit fascinating like that. Obviously, I don't know the story too much, but yeah, like great looking minis. I never even spoke about that really, but they obviously look pretty damn great. Like a slightly funky version of the speeder bike, and they look like there's 2 different like sculpts of the swoop bikes themselves. Like this one looks more armored and this one looks like less armored, and that one looks like it's got like a some sort of rocket pack. Like I'm very curious what upgrade you're going to have here. It says, yeah, like it's just going to be really fascinating. Will they're a unit, so they're not going to play too differently. So yeah, some really fascinating things there. So yeah, just a little tease of one of the things we got. I guess this is going to come out in piecemeal over the weekend, so I'm probably going to do a video on each one that I see. So yeah, bear with me. Let me know your thoughts on this though. Have a most beautiful day. Like and subscribe. Goodbye.